Hey Business Nation, today's topic, social media. Everyone talks about it, everyone wants to be on it. If you're not on it, you want to be. You love it, you hate it, all these things. How important is it to business success? So today I'm going to give you my 3 rules for social media. But before I do, let me just give you some context into what I see in the business world when I go in and work with companies to improve their business. And we do our analysis and we talk to business owners about their marketing plan, and part of that would be their social media strategy. So usually what we hear is we go into the business owner's office or into their IT department or whatever they may have depending on the size of the business. Ask them the question, what are you guys doing for marketing, particularly what's your social media presence, footprint, what's happening. And usually they're excited to tell us that, we're doing great, we're on 6 or 7 platforms, we've done this, we've done that, we spent a bunch of money, and it's all up and running and great, don't worry about it. Let's move on to the next thing. And really what we see more often than not is, yes, they've spent some time on it, yes, they've spent some money on it, often too much money, quite frankly. And we jump on their platforms while we're sitting there in the office with them, kick open their Facebook page, their website, their blog, their Twitter, whatever they happen to be on. And so often the case is, man, everything's old, everything's stale dated. We go on their blog and the last blog post was 3 years ago maybe, and then we click on their Facebook and their last post is the same, it's 18 months old. And everything's dated, everything's stale. And the problem that business owners don't realize is that by doing that, you're actually doing more harm than good to your brand or to your business or to your reputation. Because as the consumer, what I'm thinking, if I get on your blog or your Facebook page or whatever the case may be, and everything's stale dated from months or years ago, my thought immediately is, hey, these guys don't care enough about their business or their product or their service to keep me informed, to keep me updated, to help me stay current, those types of things. So as a consumer, as a client, as a buyer, if you don't care enough about your product and your message to keep it up to date, why should I care? I'm just going to tune it out and forget about it. So really what's happening, the business owner thinks, the leadership team thinks they've done everything right with social media. They can move on and worry about their sales strategy or their finance strategy, their growth strategy, whatever the case may be. Meanwhile, on the other side, their social media is actually counterproductive to everything they're trying to do because it's old, it's stale, and it's turning people off. So I don't want that to happen to you or to your business. So I'm going to give you 3 really basic guidelines you can follow today to help you avoid those pitfalls that a lot of business owners experience and hopefully put you on the path to really rocking it on social media. So the first one, and it's going to sound real simple because it is, and that is have a good website. And when I say have a good website, I really mean have a great website. So put lots of thought, lots of time, lots of energy, creativity into your website. And really make it something that represents you and represents your company, your brand, and your purpose. Make it something that when you click on it, you're proud of it. When your friends, family click on it, they're like, yeah, that's a great website. And when I say great, I don't want it to talk about you. I mean, sure, you are the business owner or the leader or the manager, and you're proud of your business, but really you need to slant your website to address the needs or concerns or the buying habits of your potential customer or consumer or client. So really try and focus as you lay out your website, really make it a customer-based website, make it them focused instead of you focused or me focused, as the person writing it. Really try and put yourself in the shoes of your potential client and get in their heads and what questions do they need answered, what concerns might they have, and truly what needs are they trying to solve. And if you can do that with your website and make it very appealing in that regard, you're well on your way to getting some good social media momentum and really doing what you want to do with your social media, with your website. I really see the website as the anchor to everything else that you do online. So do it well. You don't have to spend a ton of money. There's lots of great resources now. They're very affordable. There's lots of free resources as well. So if you're going to hire someone, do your research, get on a bunch of get on their portfolio, see what they've done for others, see if you like it, see if it matches what I'm talking about, where it's a very customer-driven, customer-focused style of website, visually appealing, easy to navigate, lots of contact us buttons and things like that, just to really make it as impactful and memorable as you can. So that's rule number one. Have a good, cross that out, great website. The second rule I have is ditch the extras. And by that I mean get rid of all the extra social media stuff. So you've got your website, you've spent a lot of time and effort on that, you're killing it now. It's a great instrument, a great tool for you and your business. So get off all the stuff that you're not doing well. So I think 1 to 3 social media platforms are plenty for most businesses. And however many you're on, again, not more than 3 to start, do them all with excellence. Whether it's you or someone in your company, assign them the task, part of their job responsibilities, to keep it updated, keep it current, keep it interesting, keep it cool, whatever the case may be. But, there's so much noise out there online that, people's attention span, as you know, because we're all wired the same, it's quick, it's short. So you need to take advantage of every second that a client is on any of your social platforms. So again, 1, 2, or 3 social media platforms maximum to start out with, until again you're killing those 3, you're doing it with excellence, it's great content, you're growing, with followers or subscribers or visits or hits or whatever the case may be. So that's rule number 2, is 1 to 3 platforms until you get it right, and then you can look to grow. Number 3 is whatever platforms you're on, drive everything back to your website or your point of sale, whatever that may be. If it's not your website, it may be an event that's upcoming or your store or whatever the case may be. But you want all your social media platforms to have a purpose, and that is to drive a sale, to create a sale, to finalize a sale. So, we all talk about or hear about social media being, creating brand awareness and things like that. And certainly those things are important, but if they don't encourage someone to buy from you, to make a sale, then what's the point of all the work on social media? Yay, 1,000 people or 10,000 people know that you exist, but if they don't spend any money with you, what's the point as a business owner? You're in the business of making money, I think, versus having a bunch of fans or subscribers. So let's focus on making money, making sales. And the one thing to do that is whatever you're doing on social media, the motivation should be to create sales, to drive revenue, drive profits, all those things. So whatever you're doing with your website, whatever you're doing with your social media platforms, make sure that it has a point. And the point, I think, should be to drive sales. So make it easy for your customers to make the sale if you do online sales, things like that. If it's more of a face-to-face or business-to-business type of operation that you run, then just make it easy for them to get in touch with you and put some specials up, some flyers out, whatever the case may be, to really encourage people to pull the trigger and make a purchase, spend some money with you. That's really the whole idea. You want some level of return on the investment you're spending, not just in time with your website, also all the costs associated with social media. It takes, as you know, a lot of time, a lot of effort to stay current, stay relevant, stay interesting online. So, again, just give it a point. So again, my 3 are: have a great website. Number 2 is only 1 to 3 platforms until you're doing it really well. And number 3 is make all your social media funnel down to one point, and that one point being spend some money with me, make a purchase, help me get rich, right? Okay, so those are my 3 for today. Social media, should I or shouldn't I? Yes, you should. Just do it right.